As an entrepreneur, you need to have the courage to change certain things. And this is exactly what I did basically for 10 years and 10 years ago. So I started my consulting services, and I already told you in the last videos that I did corporate wellness, and I also did evaluation of the mental stress. And basically, when you take a look at all these books when it comes to corporate health management, at least in Europe, it's always three different things. So the first thing is the safety in the companies. The second thing is basically all the corporate wellness stuff and all the health stuff. So when a doctor comes into the company and is doing some kind of health checks. And the third thing is when you look at all these specific books, it is all about reintegrating people after a long sick leave, or probably integrating women after they had their kids and they come back to the company. And this was not my understanding when it comes to corporate health management, because corporate health management is so much more than just these three things what I mentioned, and just these three things what you can find in all these books and all these experts are telling and talking about. And in my opinion, they are lacking one of the most important things when it comes to corporate health management and a successful and a healthy organization: the leadership team. And this is the reason why I said, hey, look, I don't care what is in all these books, what all these experts are telling. I'm going to create our own corporate health management house. And basically, I started to reinvent all these things which are in the corporate health management space. And over the time, I defined 5 different pillars. So the first pillar is actually the evaluation of the mental stress, because mental health is one of the most underrated things in companies when it comes to employee health and productivity and successful organizations. The second thing is corporate wellness, where also the health checks and all the things from the doctors are included. The third thing is where we are talking about feedback from employees, feedback from leadership members. So where we are talking about external employee surveys, for example, or also internal feedback systems and structures. Then the fourth thing is what is super up to date, even in the meantime, all the new work things when it comes to remote work, remote and virtual working spaces, hybrid working spaces and stuff like that. And the fifth pillar, probably even the most important one, is leadership training and development. Why? Because you can take a look at all the different stats and all the different informations. The direct leader of an employee is the single most important influencing factor for the employee. It's not the company, it's not the employer branding, it's not the computer, it's not the IT system, it's not the colleagues, it's not the industry, it's not recession, it's not the media. No. One thing: the direct leadership member of the employee. And this is the reason why I'm 100% sure that leadership training and leadership development and all the corporate communication, corporate culture, especially leadership culture, has to be a crucial part of corporate health management. And this is why I invented the Corporate Health Management House 10 years ago. And this is, again, the next step of my 22 years of entrepreneurial journey. So you need to have the courage to change things which are not right anymore, or to add things when you have a different opinion as an entrepreneur. So what can you change? What can you second guess probably, or question? And then you can implement it in your own company. And I'm looking forward to tell you more how this played out for me and my companies. So take care and go out and build your own success story. See you tomorrow.